Hey, what's up? My name is Caleb. I'm a full-time reseller and just went thrifting yesterday. I got 57 items for $477, $8.38 per item. And this is pretty much all clothing, maybe a couple pairs of shoes. Just want to let you know what I'm picking up at my normal thrift spot. So there are discounts on these tags, and there was an additional 25% off my whole order. So that's what gets these prices down. So first thing I got was this Cabela's like hunting canvas jacket. It's got the Sherpa lining. I didn't even bother looking this up. It's a great time of year to be selling those thick jackets. Same thing here, this LL Bean, like deep pile Sherpa. On LL Bean there is a 6-digit code on the modern stuff. That 6-digit code right there, you type that into Google, that'll get you a model name and number, help you get a little bit more for these items. This next item I got cheap. Took kind of a gamble on it just because of the look. This kind of retro 80s fleece. It's actually a vintage Gap piece. Here I got a Duluth like puffer vest, insulated work vest. Their outerwear is still selling really well for me. Shirts I've pretty much cooled it on unless I'm picking it up super cheap. Here is a Bum Equipment fleece vest. See, this was $10 tagged. It was half off and then 75% off, so it's like less than $4. So this is a good just bread and butter. Try to list this for maybe 20 bucks and sell it for 15 to 20. Here is an LL Bean XXL tall, so 2X tall, great size denim shirt. This is a Vineyard Vines Performance puffer vest. Tag on this was 20 bucks, so I ended up paying $7.50 for that. Here's a great item. This is the brand Grayson, this golf brand, logo right here. It's a little quilted jacket. Didn't even bother looking this up. I'm sure it sells really fast and for good money. This is an interesting piece. I actually bought a full denim suit from the brand Fubu. Great Y2K vintage brand. This one is not as loud as some of the comps I saw online. Some of them had like crazy embroideries. This kind of has an iridescent blue-orange look to it, but all the sets, like the cheapest ones, even the basic ones, were going for well over 100 bucks. Here's a little bread and butter Patriots jacket. Here are some New It Tags Banana Republic jeans. I think these are actually women's, but at this particular thrift store they get a lot of like mall returns. So one of my bread and butters is brand New It Tags mall brands. And here's a good example of that. Here's some New It Tags Levi's. So these are 505s. So they had them marked at 30 at the thrift store. So I got 50% off of 30 and then 25% off of that. So 11, 12 bucks for some brand new Levi's. And here is another New It Tags pair of Levi's. These were only marked at 20, but they were not half off colors. So these were 15 bucks. But these are actually at least Y2K, maybe even older. I didn't even bother looking up how old they are, but vintage Levi's, that value is only going to go up from there. And here I got some New It Tags Carhartt jeans. Not a great size, but these were half off 25, so 12 and then 25% off that. So 10 bucks for New It Tag Carhartt jeans. I'm not going to pass that. Here is a Travis Matthews sweater. Polos are selling a little bit slower this time of year, but the outerwear for those good golf brands are going to sell for even more at this time of year. Here is a Duluth quarter zip mock neck, just a bread and butter piece. This was $10, half off, so I'm paying $4 or less, and I'm gonna sell this for 20 bucks or so. This is a New Tags Banana Republic sweater, kind of going back to my bread and butter, the New Tags mall brands. This, because I'm buying it at a thrift price after all the discounts, I'm able to price it more like one of the used items, maybe at the high end of the used market, and I'm gonna get a quick sale because it's brand new. Another good example, Calvin Klein. It's got some interesting knitting on there, so I'll use some keywords, maybe cable knit, chunky knit. This actually has a weave on it, maybe even fisherman knit, and that'll get sold quick. Here's a pair of Cool pants, K-U-H-L, great outdoor brand. They are women's, I do believe, but doesn't matter. It's a great brand. Here's some 511 tactical cargo pants. The model number is worn off on this tag, but if you look up the model number and put the model name on these, you can usually get a few extra dollars for them. Here's a basic Nike hoodie, but it was size 3XL, and it was only $5. So those two things in combination, easy bread and butter for me. Shout out to my friend Brandon, J. Crew, chambray shirt. So this is half off of $5, so I'm paying $3.75 or so for this, and that's easy $20. Here is a Johnny O pullover. Just going back to those golf brands, the polos might be selling a little slower, but the outerwear is going to be increasing in sell-through rate. Some Prana pants, easy bread and butter. This was a little out of my wheelhouse. I found an Eileen Fisher sweater. It is 100% merino wool, and with the brand backing it, I knew that was a good brand, so figure I'd pick it up and figure out the rest later. From my experience, they do have like item numbers on the tags for that brand, so it's easy to find the style. Here is a FootJoy pullover. I recently looked up this golf logo. It's for Liberty National Golf Club or Country Club or something like that, but it's a good one in New York that's really expensive, so that's going to increase the value a little bit instead of decrease the value. This is my first time finding the flannels. I usually find the pants, but this brand is Mountain Khaki. I looked it up and they seem to do okay, so I just kind of wanted to pick it up for myself and see how it does based on how I list my flannels. We'll see. Here's a Tommy Bahama sweater. I almost left this behind even for 12 bucks, half off, and then the discount after that, so like $5. But I did look at the material and it was 30% linen. So I wanted to give it a try and see if the material on the sweaters helps as much as it does on the long sleeve and short sleeve button downs. And here's another bread and butter, just an LL Bean kind of casual button down, not the flannels. The flannels are selling great right now, but even these with more of the flannel type patterns are still selling pretty decent, and this was really cheap, under $5. Alright, here is a Duluth flannel. I only picked this up because it was a bigger size and under $5. Here is a bolo if you're a volume seller. This Croft & Barrow quick dry shirt. These sell quick. They don't sell for big money, but they sell fast. So this one's only marked at $8, so that means I'm paying $3 for that shirt. So I'm going to sell it for $20 almost instantaneously. Here's an embroidered Roar shirt. The more embroidered they are, and the more crazy it is, the better. That's why I picked this one up for about $5. I've never heard of this brand, MT2. I could be completely wrong on what that's actually meaning, but all these Y2K button-ups, they're back in style. I looked up comps, sells for about 25 bucks. Got that for $3.
A few moments later.
This might be the only pair of shoes I bought. It's a pair of Orthofeet Sherpa line boots. These were $6. It's a good orthopedic brand of shoes. Here got a UPS jacket. I've heard a lot of mixed things about selling these on eBay. I looked on eBay and they comped really well, and I've sold them before on eBay, but because of potential Veros and whatever else, at this point in my reselling world, I will probably just list that on Poshmark and not have to worry about it. Here is a Polo Ralph Lauren. I think they call it a Harrington jacket, but Harrington is a different brand of jacket, so Harrington jacket can be a Vero, but I've listed these as such and sold them and not had any problems, so list it as Harrington jacket at your own risk. Here are some LL Bean flannel lined jeans. Those sell better than the regular. These were half off of 15 plus the discount, so about $5-6 bucks. Here we have some vintage Levi's. I paid $7.50 for these. I think I have a really good denim find in here. Here's some Ariat, I don't know, FR jeans. I actually found 3 more pairs of these when they were full price, so I paid 25% off of 15 for those ones, but this one was missing the button, so I was hoping that it would make it back to half off, and it did. So I ended up paying $5 for these, missing the button. Still, honestly, a good pickup for $5. Here are some pieces that raised my buy cost up a bit. I have this Carhartt jacket. This is like your standard canvas, quilted on the inside, black, great color. It is a smaller size medium, but it's honestly still a great item. So I paid 25% off of 25 for that, so about 20 bucks or so. Here I got some Nua Tags American Eagle chinos. Got those for $7.50. I have no idea what this brand is, but this is a ski jacket. It felt really high quality. So I looked it up. I paid 25% off of 25 for that as well, so like 20 bucks. There was comps, some were well over 100, some were like 50 bucks or so, so I felt like it was a safe gamble there. This was one of my better finds. I found a Nua Tags Patagonia Better sweater. It does have this company logo on it. So that's going to decrease the value, but I definitely wasn't leaving a Nua Tags Patagonia item. I paid 25% off of 15, so like 12 bucks for that. Here I found a Patagonia quilted jacket. This I paid 25% off of 35, so, you know, 27, 28 bucks. But after looking up comps, I mean, I think I'm gonna, at the worst, get 50. Some were selling for over 100, so I don't know what those variations are of this model that makes them more or less. Maybe it's size. I didn't really look into it. I just knew it was a good item. And then here I got a bread and butter item for under 5 bucks. Some Banana Republic travel jeans. Vintage orange tab Levi's. Paid 12 bucks for those, but the tag on this one was down inside the left pocket. It has this red bat wing on it. So I'm thinking that these are 1980 after looking at the tag. So wish they were 70s. But 1980, it's still old enough. It's going to be even more valuable than just the typical vintage. Is this a 505? Yeah. So that's probably a $40 pair of jeans. LL Bean flannel. Got this for half off of 15 plus the 25%, so about $5. Good bread and butter there. This is an interesting one. I've sold this jacket a couple times, new at tags. It's a big size, which is great. This is actually Wrangler. It's denim, Sherpa lined. I paid a little over $5 for it, new at tags. All right, here is a merino wool Vineyard Vine sweater. Paid $7.50 for that. Good size, adult, men's large. Here is a Tommy Bahama shirt. I don't pick up too many of these anymore, but this one was 100% linen, super colorful, and only paid $7.50. Here is a new at tags Banana Republic chino. Paid a little over $5 for these. Once again, just the new at tags mall brands. I just priced them top of used market and bottom of new market, and I'm selling them fast. So that's probably $25. Polo Ralph Lauren chinos, corduroy. These are pretty big. The dress pant version sells slow. The 5-pocket version has this like a jean pocket, sells a lot faster. I don't know about this size, but for $7 I just picked it up, figured I'll sell it eventually. Here is a Y2K pair of 517. This is the Levi's boot cut. It's not super old, but it's old enough, and it's black, which sell for a little more, but this cut, even modern Levi's, are just selling great for me in the 517. Here I have some new at tags linen pants, similar to just like the mall brand new at tags. You know, just gonna move these quick, especially when spring rolls around. These would be a great seller. I have new at tags Brooks Brothers, let's see, merino wool sweater. I think I actually paid like almost $20 for this, but you know, some of those designer brands, when they're new at tags, they just sell for such good money that I can't leave it behind. Helps that it's merino wool for sure. Then these are probably my two most interesting and best finds. I found these dead stock Levi's, white. They do have some discoloration, but these things are old. It's got that same tag I showed you before. I think these ones are from 1980 as well. And interesting story on these, I actually found this exact pair new at the tags, but I left them because of the discoloration and was waiting for them to come half off. And the tag was sitting in this pocket like this, and I did find them when they were half off, but the tag was missing, so I figured that they would make it to half off because I always find the vintage Levi's even once they make it to half off. Nobody else must be picking them up, but I'm really bummed that that tag is missing because it was super old and cool looking. And my favorite find are these vintage Carhartt camo pants. Size 34-34, amazing size, made in USA. These will sell really fast. The lowest ones I saw were like $80. So, you know, maybe $80 to $100 on these. So that's it. Roast my thrift haul down below and stay tuned for more videos. See ya.